Hi, I'm DeQuincy, and we're going to be watching the fourth video, 4 of 4, in a series that provides tutorial support at training lifeguards on multiple kicking styles that can be utilized while extricating or towing a victim to the shoreline or to the deck while using a one-armed hold. As a trainer, the end objective that we're striving for here is that we'd really like to have all of our lifeguards proficient in multiple kicking styles. So depending on the size of the victim, the size of the lifeguard, or the nature of the incident, the lifeguard can do a quick assessment on which kicking style is appropriate to use to be the most effective and efficient at getting the victim to the shoreline or to the deck. So what we're going to do now is we're going to watch this video, and we're going to come back and do a breakdown for the benefit of those new lifeguard instructors and in-service trainers. Here we go.
Okay, so we're doing the kickback drill. The variation is that Christina's towing with one arm and she's going to do an inverted scissor kick. All right?
Alright, now that we've watched the video, let's go ahead and go back and talk about what works and what can be improved upon. So, since this is the fourth in a series, there will be 3 things I am looking for always. The first is the placement of the victim on the rescue tube. The second is how is the rescuer or lifeguard holding on to the victim. And then lastly, the kick itself. So, let's take a look here. So right now, looking at where the victim is here, we've got good placement of the victim on the rescue tube, so I've got no complaints. The victim's face up, airways open, they're on the surface, no problems. Alright, now when we look here, let's take a look at the arm holding. Okay, she's got a hold, and if we see this, her arm right here is reaching over the victim's arm and the rescue tube, and she is pinching them with her hand, or she's holding them. I would always like her to have it a little bit tighter right into here, so bringing the arm down into this position here so it's a little bit tighter. Alright, and she's not doing that, so I would encourage her to have that little gap closed and cinched down so it's really tight, so that she's holding the victim's arm and the rescue tube in that space. Now, let's talk about the kick itself, which is an inverted scissor kick. This is new to this series, however it is a very old kick, and it's an amazing kick that should be utilized by a lot of lifeguards. The challenges is if you are going to encourage your staff to use this type of kick, you might find out that your lifeguards aren't even familiar with a scissor kick, let alone how to do an inverted scissor kick. And again, a quick refresher of the scissor kick is top leg goes forward, bottom leg goes back, and they come in the center, so you get that great strong propulsion push. With the inverted scissor kick, the top leg is going back and the bottom leg is going forward to get that same propulsion. Alright, so let's take a look at it here. We're seeing that, and it looks great. We'll see it one more time. And what's going to be really nice here, it's a greatly complemented with the arm use, and we're looking at the arm right there. So when you see the lifeguard, she's using her arm and her legs together, and that's a really nice complementary. So you got both legs, one arm, doing that propulsion, complementing each other, so there's this constant forward motion. It's really nice work, and I would strongly always encourage that your lifeguards learn this kick. It's invaluable in its strength and its effectiveness. Okay? Some of the other challenges, besides possibly having to teach this to your staff on how to do it, is that once they learn how to do this kick, all lifeguards are going to have a dominant leg. So one leg is always going to be stronger than the other, and so you're going to have to work with them individually and figure out for them the most effective way to do the inverted scissor kick. They might be facing away from you or facing you, so keep that in mind. Every lifeguard's going to have a dominant leg for the inverted scissor kick, and you might have to train the staff on how to do an inverted scissor kick. And the recommendation is teach them scissor kick first, then go to inverted. That's all I've got here, and thanks for watching the series.